Ladies and gentlemen, we've all heard the saying, track it, measure it, and improve it. Whatever can be measured can be improved. However, this is even more true in the e-commerce space. And I see so many brands, because I speak to them every single week, not tracking their, I'd say, analytics, from their revenue to their taxes, to their, their costs, to their marketing costs, even their ad performance. And it really is one of the root causes of, you guys that are making 10K, 15K, 20K, or stuck below 10K, can't scale past that level. It's because you don't know which metrics you need to improve on, right? And so in this video, what I wanted to do is really introduce you to one of the tools that we actually build for our clients in-house, to give them a deep understanding of where their money is going, how their ads are performing, and where are their returns coming from, right? So giving them a 360 view on what's going on in their marketing. We've also got other tools in the backend that we use for other tracking purposes, but for this one, it really is a cool dashboard that we give to our clients for free to basically incentivize them to track everything like a hawk. So without further ado, let's hop on the second screen and I'll show you exactly how this articulates. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are back inside the Growth Labs digital tracking dashboard. This is essentially what our clients view when it comes to tracking their ad performance and their marketing performance, and basically knowing where their money is going. What are the returns? Are they making money? Are they losing money on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, even on a quarterly basis? Obviously, you can play with it. You can go back as far as you've started to spend on ads, and this will extract the data automatically. So this is an automated dashboard. Obviously, this can be obviously manual, right? Where you input the data every single day, or have someone in your team do it every single day from all the platforms. It's a little bit tedious, but it's better than not doing anything. Obviously, this is automated. It has a cost, but we obviously give it to our clients for free because it is such an incredible tool for them to kind of visualize everything at a glance and be able to basically take decisions when it's time to take them. So essentially what we have here is we have a funnel overview. We really want to educate our e-commerce brand partners that everything that they have online is part of a greater funnel, right? Every asset, every platform that they use, every way of contacting people, every touch point that they have with their customers is part of a funnel. So we need to kind of, identify the extremes of that funnel. Where does it start? Where does it end? And incentivize them to view their business as such, right? So how we do it with this overview is that we give them a view of where their money is going. So when the money goes out of their bank account until they get a purchase, right? And so here what we have is basically a summary of all the most important metrics that you need to track. So impressions, obviously you can also track reach. You've got your link clicks, you've got your content views, so people who actually view your products or go and browse the product page. You've got your add to carts, you've got your purchases, and obviously you've got all the costs that are associated with every single step of that funnel. So our clients typically would hop in on a Friday evening, on a Friday afternoon, even on a Monday morning. They would basically select the past 7 days, the past 4 days, whatever view they want to have, and they would basically check the data to assess the performance. And that essentially gets rid of all the back and forth of you having to ask the agency or the service provider you're working with, hey, how's it going? How are things? All that opacity is really destroyed with this template, right? And so this is the funnel overview. However, we definitely want to give our clients that want to go deeper into understanding what's going on with their business, what's basically going on, right? And which metrics we track. So essentially, if you've been following this channel, you know that we're super big on the LTV to CAC ratio. We definitely like to track it. Obviously, these numbers are dummy numbers, but essentially what we want to give our customers is an evolution of their CAC with their amount spent, but we also want to give them an understanding of what's going on with their LTV, what's going on with their customer acquisition cost, and what is going on with their LTV to CAC ratio, which is essentially the North Star metric, kind of the Polaris Star metric that we use to track the success of a business, and essentially it served us really well. Here we want to track the clicks, so anything that has to do with the the ads, how they're doing, how attractive the ads are, etc. So obviously the CTR, the cost per click, the link clicks, all of that good stuff will be very important for us to track. And then here it's all about the conversion rates, right? So right here what you have is the front end metrics, right? So essentially when people are in platform, right? And then here what we have is the back end metrics, which are essentially the metrics that are correlated to the actions your customers will take on your website, right? So your add to carts, your percentages of checkouts initiated, and then how well does your product convert, right? And we want to give an understanding to our customers of how their add to carts basically correlate to their number of purchases. Obviously, when this decreases, obviously your number of purchases decreases as well, right? And then here what we do is we give them an ad account daily overview, which essentially is how much was spent per day, the impressions, the link clicks, the add to carts, the checkouts, the purchases, and obviously the cost associated with each of these metrics, right? So we want them to track the CAC, right? And we want them to be able to, understand what's going on at a deeper level. Here, obviously, you can play with it. So if you want to go to March, if you want to do the entire month of March, you'll see that the data will kind of change. So as you can see here, the data changes, and you can see that we still give them a huge overview on a daily basis on what's going on with the ads. And then we want to go a deeper layer. So let's say you want to understand exactly who we're targeting, what is the age range, who is really converting from your ads. Then you basically go here into our link clicks breakdown. So this is a breakdown by link clicks, right? And it shows you exactly which devices the algorithm chose to spend the most money. Where did your ads show by placement, right? So Facebook feed, Instagram stories, Instagram feed, obviously those are the most common ones. The age breakdown, you want to know what is the stratification of your age demographics, right? So do you have more young people, more older people, etc., right? Obviously, the gender breakdown is also very important, and the country, if you're advertising on an international basis, is a very, very cool feature to have as well. So essentially here, it's very cool to analyze it on a quarterly basis, on a 6-month basis, not really on a daily basis or such, because obviously the data won't be as significant if you analyze it at a daily basis or on a weekly basis. But if you do so every quarter, every 6 months, it's a very, very cool information package to have to understand exactly who your customers are and how that I'd say customer demographic is evolving with time. Are you getting more attractive to younger demographics? Did you do something at the beginning of the year that yielded a result at the middle of the year that basically more young people were interacting with your brand, or older people, older demographics, whatever the case may be? You'll be able to track it here, right? And so next is a monthly and quarterly breakdown. So we want to give you an evolution of how your purchases, your customer acquisition costs, and your amount spent evolve over time, right? So essentially here, your CAC, you want it to be decreasing, right? The number of purchases, you want it to be increasing, right? And the amount spent as well, depending on your LTV to CAC, you obviously want to make sure that you're spending enough. And obviously we have a video explaining what is the ideal spend level that you should be at and how to calculate it. It's a very, very useful video that will basically enable you to not lose money on ads. That's a pretty cool thing to do. But essentially here we give you an overview of a quarterly or a monthly breakdown. So here we want to give you an idea of the frequency. Are you targeting people multiple times? The impressions, the CPMs, the CTRs, the cost per clicks, the amount spent, the purchases, the CAC, and the revenue, right? We want to make sure that all of that is tracked so you can kind of see exactly what is brought by the ads and correlate it to Shopify, right? So this is the monthly and quarterly breakdown. And then we want to know on the creative performance what's going on, right? So we want to know exactly which ads brought the best results, which ads didn't actually yield any results, which ads had the highest CTR, etc., so we can optimize on it. And obviously you can filter by ROAS here, right, to see exactly the results. You can filter by CAC, by number of purchases brought in, so if you go purchases, amount spent, CTR, you can change it pretty much to whatever view you want, and it gives you a good understanding of what's going on in your business in terms of creative reporting. So that then you go ahead and you start creating content that resembles it, and you build on success. That's what we call stacking success on success, and it's so valuable, especially when you're striking a nerve with your ads and you're starting to get that traction. You want to understand what worked to replicate it, right? And that is the road to scaling your brand past 10K, 15K, 50K, 100K per month, is really to be able to track your ads, track your results, optimize them, and improve them. And that's exactly what we enable you to do with this dashboard. And it's been serving our customers really, really well in knowing exactly where to act and where not to act. So ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed this little presentation. I really urge you to create a similar dashboard or a similar kind of Google Sheets template that you can use every single day or every week to track your numbers, track your performance, improve it, and obviously see the results that you want, because without tracking anything, you won't be able to scale, or you'll always be lucky. And feeling lucky can be stressful at times, because when you're not lucky, you kind of wonder when is the next time that you'll be, right? And so you definitely want to be in a position where you're in control of what's going on with your business and you're tracking it. Even if it's not going well, you know it's not going well and you know why it's not going well, right? That's the most important thing, that then you can improve on your ads, you can improve on your systems, improve on your marketing, and scale past your wildest dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.